you know? And I think that flipped this switch in me where I was like, okay, fuck you, watch this.
Yo, what's up, guys? This your boy Kool-Aid Man 100 Days. Welcome to the game reviews, bro. How y'all doing, man? It's gonna be a little podcast, so yeah. So what's up, guys? This your boy Kool-Aid Man 100X, man. We're going to be going. If y'all interested in getting any ebooks or anything else, make sure you visit my website, KoolAidMan100X.com. Link in the description below to get ebooks, tutorials, all that stuff. Everything will be on my website if y'all want to venture out into things. So yeah, make sure you check that out. Also, if you need some KC clothing, link will be in the description below. So, well, NBA 2K6. I just wanted to wait a little bit before I did a review because, yeah, this game is garbage. I keep telling y'all, but I don't know why y'all keep putting money in that game, man. I'm really serious. Like, why do y'all keep putting money into a game that's never going to evolve, that's never going to get better, that's never going to implement, that's never going to, even go back to the roots? Okay, yeah, they went back to the roots, Kool-Aid. They actually added the old parks. They actually added the old this. They actually added the old that. Okay, great. Where the gameplay? Better yet, how is the gameplay? I'm wondering how. I'm just wondering how is the gameplay. Oh, ass. Yeah, I figured. All right. I'm about to go nerd mode on here. So yeah, I might make that a segment to go nerd mode. Yeah, that's going to be the thing. Nerd mode where I actually, give y'all a breakdown synopsis of what I actually think about the game. So this is, we're going to call this segment every time we do a little podcast about a game review. We're going to call it nerd mode. Give you a little nerd mode where I actually get into it. So jump into it, nerd mode. Yeah. Pay attention. The gameplay is still kind of clunky. The dribbling and the rhythm dribble is not really the same because it actually off-ball everybody that try to do a jump shot. Actually added the stemmer bar, so they made it a little bit more slower and a little bit more clunkier for you to dribble. As you dribble left, you have a little stiff. As you dribble right, stiff as hell. And the same type of dribble they actually tried to bring back from 2K16. They actually tried to add in 2K26 that does not match the game style we actually play now in 2K26. Also, it's just an off-brand of 2K25 that you actually want to see. So all they did was just copy and paste the same identical game and just added a little bit more flair, a little bit more realism, a little bit more different pictures to the game. Also, if you see how the game is actually being played when you actually play it, it's a little bit more clunkier, but they're actually adding realism, as they always say. That's actually not the same. Also, when you play the game too as well, the rhythm dribbling is still slow every time you dribble left or right. You still see that slow animation that you always get literally every time. As you see in the gameplay that I'm actually putting up, I don't know if I did or not, but because the game is so annoying, you can actually see how slower the game pace actually is. So let's jump into the MyCareer. Still garbage. You actually still got to spend a whole bunch, a lot of money to actually build your player that actually makes no sense. So if that build does not work in that particular gameplay, you actually still got to make 2 builds. So the average of 2K that you always buy, you actually got to buy 2 builds because you're never going to use your one build like I usually do. I always make 1 build every year. Everybody know that if y'all see me play back in the day, the hidden legend in the leaves. If y'all don't know that, go check the mixtapes. They'll be in the playlist. I'm him. So so yeah, when I actually used to play back in the day, I usually use just 1 player. That's it. I ain't really bought a second player unless I have to, but I always made a second player because I built so much VC up on the first player. Shoot, I really, I had enough to make a second player because I played with that player pretty much the whole year. So a lot of people don't like that because they like stretch bigs, different builds and stuff like that, which is okay. But look at the amount of money that you actually spending. Still, you hitting that $50 mark literally every build. So let's say if you want to make 7 builds at 50, 50, 50, 50, see what I'm saying? So you spending 1 build, damn near in 1 build, depending on the build, because you got to take that into account as well. But it might be 200 VC, 300 VC, 400 VC, 500 VC. Shoot, this even builds that probably even hit 600 VC, which is going to be a waste of money. So don't just think you're going to be just spending $50 on that build. Probably going to have to spend more. And wait a minute, we ain't even gonna put this implement in. That's just to an 85. So take that into account too as well. So you're gonna be spending, I would at least say over 120 at most for each build. So What else? Dunking animation still garbage. Post moves never even fixed. We're not even gonna jump into post moves. They actually added the skyhook, which they should have added years ago. Skyhook was in the game. They just implemented it as a new thing, but a lot of people thought it was hard to do the skyhook because it was only with I think Jamar or something, that other basketball player from the Lakers. I forgot his name. Jabbar somewhere. So yeah, that nigga had it, and you had to use his move to actually do the animation. Also, you still had Kobe drop back with that turnaround fadeaway still in the game, but they actually kind of nerfed it a little bit, so that game is kind of garbage. Also, you want to take into the drive caplimation, is still garbage, and they actually add alley-oops to be more random. Now they say they fixed the shooting, but the shooting is still never fixed. I believe it's still RNG because they literally just copy and paste the game over. So shooting never really improved. It's just got better in different modes. Whew. So that's it in nerd mode. Now, my original thoughts of the game, still trash. I'm not buying it. So, I'm not going to buy this game until it's $10, which is going to drop anyway. Matter of fact, I'm not going to buy this game until they go on PlayStation Plus, which it probably is. Because nobody is really hyped about 2K that much. They were so hyped because they gave y'all the parks back. They gave y'all this back. They gave y'all this back. And it's still not, the main core of the game is not fixed. And I think the best implement that we always have to take into accountability, if you really want to get into 2K and you really want to know and make your decision before you buy it, there's two dudes I watch every year that makes my decision to buy this game, which is this guy is called Swante and the other one is Schizo. If I don't really hear anything more details about the game from them, I'm not buying it. So every time I watch these dudes, and my next ability of Schizo probably going to be breaking the game, and it's still going to be clunky and still going to be slow. Once he explain it, I'm still not going to buy it. So that kind of just, you know, in my whole rail of bringing back Tay Rick out of retirement, he's coming out. It's just, I don't know, man. I want to bring Tay Rick out in retirement. I want to show y'all what time it was. Y'all already know my lingos with Tay Rick. I actually bring him back. I actually want to bring him back, but it's just the simple fact of the game is trash. It's like, I don't want to keep bringing this character back and the game is not up to par to evolve. So what the hell? And I actually have a whole fan base on 2K and I actually like it. And it's just, there's no bearing of this game being improved, and it's not. It sucks. Everybody think things change. Nothing changed. I don't know what the hell do y'all be seeing that tells y'all games has changed. There's nothing changing in this game. Just in my opinion. So if y'all really like the game, I put into an instance of not buying it until they fix it. The same way I put in the instance for Madden. Don't buy these games if they're not putting money into it. So it's kind of sucks because I think the only creative game we're actually going to see that's worth the money to buy, and shoot, at this point, I'm kind of skeptical of that because Rockstar been on their high horse for so long and ain't no telling what, you know, don't get me wrong. They are inventive, creative. Shoot, I even want to buy stock in them. But in this instance of looking at it as a big ordeal, I wouldn't buy it. I would just probably get GTA, and I hate to say this, Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6 is one of the most immersive games, and you see how that's turning out. And actually just, you know, bringing Boost to the ground back, and people and Call of Duty players are mad. Same thing with 2K. Now, if they come out with another basketball game, which I think is going to happen, we just gotta wait, hopefully. But if we had the implementation of bringing back those big games from EA, NBA Street, stuff like that, just to give us a little bit more fun to the game. Cause all we have is 2K as a basketball. That's it. Like, we don't have no choices anymore. We don't have no creativity no more. We don't have any immersiveness or an involvement of playing. Shoot, you remember back in the day, people used to die to get on 2K with their crew, man. Now it's just like, you buying it? No, all right. Like, that's how it is, you know. And I get a lot of people that hit me up or, you know, want to know, like, who are you going to buy it, you know, because most of the kids just want to play with me mostly. And I understand that. But it's like, I keep wasting my money on years that I can't improve on a game to help people. There's nothing in the game that's actually involved, you know. And we still keep promoting it and promoting it and promoting it, but we're not giving these people the actual truth of, like, they're wasting their money. Kids are wasting their money. They want to have fun. They want to learn. They actually want to get into the game more deeper. But just to give them the same over and over type of gameplay over and over again is not actually making it more immersive in the game than what you expected. So we have to take that into account as well. So me personally, I ain't buying it. Probably scoop it later, I guess. I don't know. By that time, 2K, 30 gonna be out? Some, I don't know. But me personally, I will not buy this game. It is a waste of doggone money. Don't buy it. Don't put your eggs in all the baskets that you ain't got to do. So to me, I think this is really a waste of money, really a waste of time. And a lot of people don't need this more stress up on this game being more immersive than what it is. So me personally, don't buy it. It's not worth it, man. It's really not. And if y'all looking for people that actually, you know, breaks down the game, which is me, of course, too, as well. And, you know, I used to play this game heavy. I used to have tutorials. I want to know, just go to playlists. All my tutorials for the years I played always broke this game down to T. I was one of the big tutorial guys too, as well. So just seeing it fall apart, I just really don't see it being worth it anymore. And I just got more into the tip side of things on my YouTube channel. So I'm going more in deeper in depth with the football or college. Just like I said with Madden, I'm not buying that either because they didn't do anything. Nothing fixed. They even made it slower. So I'm just sticking with college. And there's a lot of people on college more than Madden now. And Madden been out. That's the crazy part. So just like I said, man, if you're trying to be a YouTuber, you're trying to invest into a game you actually want to play casually, I wouldn't do it. There's so many other games that's coming out that's way better than 2K. It's not even funny. But if you got a very close net of friends that you want to play, okay, definitely get it for that situation. But I want to hold my breath on the same identical thing of playing in case you're not highly skilled at the game. So it's like, that's, you know, the skill gap's still the same. If you're more immersive, if you got people you really play with and stuff like that, that's cool. You can definitely jump on there and play. But in order to really get into it deeply, like I used to do, that I actually used to play hardcore. I was a hardcore player in 2K. I was really good. I just never take it seriously till I got later in the year. So, but yeah, I was a beast. But it's just a simple fact. Like, I'm not about to keep wasting my money on something they never fix. It's like they making the game worse for us to keep buying, and we keep buying into it. They put out all this notification stuff for no apparent reason, and it didn't do anything. Everybody's still saying it's the same game, just a 25 repeat, basically. So if you want to keep wasting your money, go ahead. This is my review, and you know, I'm gonna have my nerd time to actually break the game down. But you know, a little nerd mode. So yeah, definitely enjoy. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you catch me on the next one. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one for sure. And yeah, thank you guys for coming by. I'm out of here. Deuces.